When it comes to discipline, you have to sacrifice loved ones. You have to sacrifice loved ones.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Matrix Decoded, and I'm back with another installment, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're finna get right into this video, all right? We're gonna be talking about DJ Young Slade, the passing of the rapper Lil Jon's son, all right? Lil Jon's son, DJ Young Slade's cause of death has been revealed as an accidental drowning while under the influence of psilocybin, all right? Now, we're going to be using Gematria, obviously, but I need to read these transcripts before we get into that, okay? Nathan Smith, who goes by the name DJ Young Slade, was reported missing Tuesday morning after he was last seen running out of his home in Milton. The body was located in a pond near the residence, said police on Friday. Now, there is this picture that's going around that I found to be very strange while all of this was going on, man. But you know, they got to make the narrative make sense. So we'll get to that later on in the video. Okay, so please stick around to the very end. All right. So now moving forward, we're going to be looking at more transcripts and we're going to try to decipher what really happened. I am extremely heartbroken for the tragic loss of our son, Nathan Smith. His mother, Nicole Smith, and I are devastated, Lil Jon wrote. Nathan was the kindest human being you would ever meet. He was immensely caring, thoughtful, polite, passionate, and warm-hearted. He loved his family and friends and his life to the fullest. All right. Now it's kind of hard for me to believe that somebody that had this type of characteristics and moved about his life in this manner would accidentally drown or have a psychotic break. But we all know that ritual satanic abuse usually runs in families that are satanic worshipers, okay? And who knows, he was maybe a child that was a part of the MK Ultra project and prone to ritual abuse, okay? Now, officers were called to Smith's house around 6 a.m. Tuesday. Remember that. Police said Smith was last seen running out of his residence and he may have been disoriented and in need of assistance. In Friday's update, police said he left home under unusual circumstances, but foul play was not suspected. Maybe he was drugged and was going under some more satanic ritual abuse and snapped out of the MK Ultra trance and ran into the water and accidentally drowned. That could be a huge possibility, all right? Now, found in Georgia Pond days after he went missing, Milton police said foul play was not suspected in 27-year-old Nathan Smith's death. All right, and I already done told you what them bunny rabbits' ears symbolize, and you see him wearing the chessboard pattern on the sleeves. Okay, and the bunny rabbit is upside down and top side up, as above, so below, so within, so without. All right, and duality, good and evil with the chessboard pattern. All right. Now, it's important to remember that Lil Jon was 55 years old at the time of his son's death, because when we get into Gematria, it's going to be a dot that is connected to this whole situation, and why I believe he played a key role in his son's passing. Okay, because women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie, okay? Now, DJ Young Slade, Nathan Smith, was born May 1998. While his exact birthday is not publicly specified in major records, which is eye-opening and a red flag for me. Never seen that before. Your birthday, don't nobody know when you were born? But that's how these folks play in the industry. Social media posts from his 16th birthday celebration were shared in May 2014. And his father, Lil Jon, posted about his 18th birthday in late April 2016. Birth year 1998. No birthday or month, which is freaking crazy. Typically celebrated in May, as seen in online 2014 coverage. Passing, tragically, Nathan Smith passed away at the age of 27 in February 2026. I have never done any breakdown to where they did not know the day somebody was born. Now, they would get the age wrong and things of that nature, but y'all don't got no records of when this boy was born. That's the first for me. Now, remember that picture I was talking about early on in this video? This is the one that they was running with when they broke the news. They didn't put out a regular picture of him at first or none of that. They running around with this picture right here. You can see that he was on FaceTime with somebody. That's why they got that part blocked out down there in the corner. Wonder who he was talking to. No foul play, DJ Young Slade, and found dead, all sync up in Gematria. No foul play has 137 in the ordinal, 47 in reduction, and 43 in reverse reduction. DJ Young Slade has 137 in the ordinal, 47 in reduction, and found dead has 43 in reverse reduction. Okay, if you guys don't know what Gematria is, go to the short video section of this platform, and I have a breakdown from somebody who is really good at doing Gematria, and they break it down perfectly to explain the 4 base ciphers in Gematria if you want to know a little bit more and you're new to this platform. Now, tragic loss in Georgia Pond, where he was found, both have 66. You remember when Lil Jon made a statement, he said it was a tragic loss, right? Well, they say these key words because they're speaking in a coded language. Now, tragic loss has 66 in reverse reduction, just like Georgia Pond has 66 in reduction. Mighty ironic that he would choose that word so that it can connect to where his son was found. It's not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. Now, blood sacrifice is very important. I couldn't find any significance within the 4 base cipher, so I said, let me go ahead and check the property number of these 4 numbers. Now, 257 is in the reverse cipher, and it is the 55th prime. How ironic is that? Because I just showed you guys that Lil Jon was 55 years old at the time of his son's death. Is it a coincidence? Or is there something more sinister going on? Was he behind the passing of his son? I guess we'll never know. Now, Freemasonry has 59 in reverse reduction, and 6 a.m. Tuesday, the day he was discovered, has 59 in reverse reduction. Isn't that crazy how words and numbers can be coded so secretly to where it looks one way to the consumer or the viewer, but it's double spoken so well that the people that know what's going on and know how to use the Gematria calculator really see behind the veil. Now, Friday has 36 in reduction and 36 in reverse reduction, just like Lil Jon has 36 in reverse reduction. And that's not even the kicker, right? The kicker is that in numerology, 3 plus 6 equals 9. 9 is the number of completion. And for an example, how long does it take for a baby to be born? 9 months. What position is the baby in when it's full term? The head is pointed downwards, and it can look like the number 9. We could get deep into that, but we could get into that another day. Okay. Now, reported missing in Milton, where where this situation took place, both have 83. Now, reported missing has 83 in reduction, just like Milton has 83 in the ordinal. Now, murder, 6 a.m. Tuesday, reported missing in Milton and found dead, all sync up in Gematria. Murder has 79 in the ordinal, 34 in reduction, 83 in reverse, and 38 in reverse reduction. 6 a.m. Tuesday has 34 in reduction. Reported missing has 83 in reduction. Milton has 83 in the ordinal, 79 in reverse, 34 in reverse reduction. Found dead has 38 in reduction. The purest cipher out of the 4 base ciphers in Gematria. Ladies and gentlemen, what's really going on in this situation? Now, Gematria, found dead, and murder all sync up in Gematria. To me, this is the ding, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Just like on the Occult Signs and Symbols platform of Black Mirrors TV, this is the ding, ding, ding. All right. Now, Gematria has 74 in the ordinal and 38 in reduction, just like Found Dead has 74 in the ordinal and 38 in reduction, along with murder having 38 in reverse reduction. That is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. There is something going on here with Gematria, the occult, and satanic ritual abuse, okay? And I believe he might have been drugged with that psilocybin as well. Now, child sacrifice has 73 in reduction, the purest cipher out of the 4 base ciphers. And Jonathan Smith has 73 in reverse reduction. So you mean to tell me that Lil Jon's first and last name syncs up with child sacrifice? Well, you see it clear as day. Now, the day that Little John was born, Sunday, January 17, 1971, up until his son's passing, Friday, February 6, 2026. Oh, I'm sorry, to the day they came out with the information about his passing, Friday, February 6, 2026, is 66 months. 660 months, excuse me. And that 660 months is prevalent because in numerology, it's just 66. The 0 cancels out. Okay. Now, if you add up Lil Jon's birthday in this matter by using the date calculator, 1 + 1 + 7 + 1 + 9 + 7 + 1, you get 27. Why does that make sense? It's because Lil Jon's son was 27 when he passed away, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the day that Lil Jon's son, the news came out that he passed away, was Friday, 2026. All right. You add that up, 1 + 1 + 7, 2026. You get 55. Why does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? And why is that a connection? Well, Lil Jon was 55 years old on the day of his son's passing. So all roads are leading back to Lil Jon. And this one is a kicker. Now, 1 + 17 + 26 equals 44. 44 is the kill number in Gematria. So when you type in kill in Gematria, it equals 44. So we have kill numerology in the day that they came out with the news that his son has passed away. Ladies and gentlemen, women lie, men lie, but these numbers do not lie, man. Now, the day of the year that this came out was April 30th, all right, which adds up to 120. Why does that have anything to do with this? Because 120 in the ordinal cipher, you get Illuminati. I mean, do I need to say anything else, ladies and gentlemen? Because I think that pretty much sums up everything in this video that we needed to know. Okay? And like I was saying earlier, that 660 months, when you do numerology, it's just 66, and that tied into where they found him, which was in Milton, because Milton has 66. So that's going to be doing it for today's video, man. Y'all let me know down in the comment section below if you think that this is just a coincidence, that all of this stuff adds up in Gematria, or if it was something more sinister that took place. It's your boy Matrix Decoded coming at you with a number installment. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And God bless you and your families. Peace.